Massive game up now for Manchester United. Leeds. It's been so long since Manchester United played Leeds in the Premier League. Now, what a game this is in prospect. Two massive rivals, two teams that absolutely fucking hate each other, facing off in this clash. And Manchester United really desperately need the 3 points in this to get into that, to solidify our place in that Champions League spot going into the new year. And going into this, we're on a decent run in the Premier League, to be honest, but the home form has been absolutely fucking shocking recently. And I don't know if he's going to make any changes to that starting lineup, but personally I would think that he would keep it similar to what he's been playing in that recent game against Sheffield United. Now, we just scraped through against Sheffield United, but this is going to be a harder game. They're going to be up for it, we're going to be up for it, but it is a home game, so it's a different type of game maybe to what we played against Sheffield United. But I do believe he's going to make a couple of changes to this starting lineup. I don't think there's going to be 3 or 4 changes. I think probably 2 will happen for this game. He's got to freshen it up a little bit because we've got Everton in the League Cup coming up midweek, and there may be changes for that as well. We don't know yet how serious he's going to take that competition, but we've got to take this game really serious because if we win our 2 games in hand over Liverpool, we'll be second in the league just behind them. And although I don't think we're going to win the Premier League, you've got to still keep winning games of football and just see where you go in this season. We're not blowing teams away like they've done against Palace, but we're just plugging away, and all the while you're plugging away at teams, you've got that chance of moving up the league. And it's all about winning games of football. And I did say before to people that winning that game at Sheffield United is all about the win, not the performance. I just want to win the fucking game and get this fucking win over Leeds, and hopefully we'll be going into the Christmas period relatively in good spirits, hopefully anyway. So I think he's going to change the goalkeeping situation back in this game, because I mean, I always think he was going to change it even without that mistake. It was a mistake with his feet, so it wasn't a saving mistake, but it was still annoying that he made that mistake against Sheffield United. It was, because that was a big chance for him. He did pull off that save near the end of the game to keep Manchester United in the lead. So, but obviously all the time I thought De Gea would come back in goal in this game, so De Gea will be back in goal. Back 4, it's going to be interesting whether he goes for Shaw or Telles. I mean, I'm not too sure on the situation there. The other 3, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof and Maguire, pretty much them 3 are picking themselves at this moment in time. Fernandes and Pogba pretty much pick themselves at this moment in time. Pogba playing a lot fucking better than he has done in previous times, but he's getting a run of games now, which I think is helping. And I wanted to see him back in the team because I think he's better than the likes of Fred, McTominay and Van der Beek. So I think he should be fucking starting these games for Manchester United, even though I thought that Van der Beek was probably the replacement for Paul Pogba, and maybe still is. I just think he's levels above Van der Beek and McTominay and Fred and Matic and them, so he's got to play, got to keep his place. If he's performing well on the pitch, you don't give a shit if he wants to leave in the summer, thinking about leaving in the summer. It's all about the here and now, and we've got to get him performing as well as he did against Sheffield United, but he probably won't get the space and time against Leeds as he did with their high line as well, to be able to do the things that he did. So he might have to play better than he did in that game in order to affect this game, because they had a high line in that game, Sheffield United, and they were quite open, and he was able to do his thing. And they're a shit side, no disrespect to Sheffield United. 1 point, they'd lost like fucking 10 games and got 1 point, so it was crazy. But in midfield, I'm not sure. I think the other player would go for would be Fred, but I'm not sure if he would go. I mean, he could go for McTominay as well, or Matic again. It will be interesting to see, but he might not. I would go for Fred and play them 3 in midfield, personally. And then it's got to be Martial, Rashford and Greenwood again, because Cavani hasn't played till about the last 4 games, so I'm not sure if he'll start him. I mean, he did start Luke Shaw in that defeat to Leipzig the other week when he hadn't played for a few weeks, but generally he doesn't start players like he did with Anthony Martial the previous week when he'd had a bit of illness. He left Martial on the bench for the first game back. I think they'd probably leave Cavani on the bench for this one. But there isn't, I mean, Greenwood's been out of form this season, and there is fuck all other options, to be honest. So Greenwood pretty much gets his place because there's not many options for me. I'm not sure if he will. I mean, he might go for Mata, or he might go for James instead of Greenwood. I'm not too sure, but I would personally still start Greenwood because although I didn't think he was great against West Ham, he got a ridiculous touch and a ridiculous finish to score that goal. And I don't think anyone in this club could score that fucking goal he got against West Ham. So that is the reason why, I've said this before, that is the reason at this moment in time why he's on the pitch, because he's got that in his locker that he can score them ridiculous goals. And Dan James is, I mean, there's no end product for Dan James. He's very, very fast, but no end product at all for Manchester United. And Juan Mata shouldn't be playing out wide. It's not good enough out wide, so shouldn't be doing that. Now, a key area could be for Manchester United corners in this game and free kicks. I've been seeing that they've conceded 50% of their goals from set pieces. I've just seen a stat on Twitter. So, and obviously with Harry Maguire good in the air, could Harry Maguire get himself on the score sheet in this game? You wouldn't be surprised. Aerial threats, corners, that could be a massive key to Manchester United, which could be key if Cavani comes on the pitch at any given time. So I would have liked to have seen Cavani start, but he won't. Obviously, I can understand why he won't probably start this game. But set pieces could be a massive thing for Manchester United. Headed goals, which we've seen him get this season, could be a key if Edison Cavani comes on at any time in this game. But they've obviously got the threat from Bamford up front, who's been fantastic for them this season, so he could cause Manchester United a lot of problems. I think this game is going to be open, but as I say, set pieces could be a key for Manchester United unlocking the door in this game. I'm going to go for Manchester United winning this game 2-1. I think we will I'm hoping we'll nick the game and get our second home win of the season. If we can get our home form up even to 70% for Manchester United of what 75% of what our away form has been, then fucking hell, we'd be right up there for the title. We really would, because our away form has been fucking 100% this season, and our home form has been one fucking win. We've got to get it up. Maybe when fans come back in the ground it will change. I think that is having an effect, because you look at Arsenal's home form, normally theirs is good as well, and theirs has been fucking shocking as well. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on this game. How do you see it going? How do you think Manchester United can beat this opposition of dirty Leeds? Like the video, subscribe to the channel on YouTube if you're watching it here. If not, if you're watching it on Facebook, please do share the video, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.